I figure, hey, let's just talk about it here. I've already blown my spot up like crazy. Probably have Meta, creeping out my window right now, stalking me. So hello, my gorgeous ones. Welcome to Alicia Budget Beauty. My name is Alicia. Here on my channel, I love affordable fashion and beauty. I do hauls, tutorials, reviews, all sorts of fun stuff. So if that sounds good to you, please subscribe and stick around. Today is going to be a little bit different in the way that I present a palette to you guys. I am going to be doing a look from the new Glitzy Fritzy Sydney Grace collab palette. It is called Blessed. And it is beautiful. And instead of my typical, like where I'm gonna show you swatches and like do multiple looks, I'm actually just gonna do one look with this today, partially because there's already a bunch of videos out there, and Mary, who is Glitzy Fritzy, actually did 11 looks on her own channel whenever she debuted this. So definitely go sub to her and watch her video. That's amazing. 11 looks is so much dedication. But I know that she's just so proud of her baby, as she should be. So I figure you don't need all that for me. I'm just going to do one look for this. And I'm also going to talk about some just crazy stuff going on with Instagram right now. If you follow me over there, you know I've become kind of a vigilante warrior over there from this crazy glitch that's going on, this insane massive ban, and there's hardly anything on the internet about it other than like on Instagram and then on Reddit. So I figure, hey, let's just talk about it here. I've already blown my spot up like crazy. Probably have Meta, creeping out my window right now, stalking me. So hey, let's just continue the fun. So if you want to see me create a look with this gorgeous, gorgeous palette and get a little scoop on the Instagram fiasco right now, keep on watching. Okay, before I get into all the Instagram gossip, let me just show you this palette open. Here it is. Sydney Grace is one of my absolute favorite brands. As a matter of fact, I often say, I've got a ton of brands that I really, really love that are my tops, but my most consistent formula never lets me down. My looks are always good. It's Sydney Grace by far. So I think this palette is beautiful. I love the artwork on the outside. Definitely go watch Glitzy Fritzy's video on this because she goes into like so much detail about making this palette, the cover art, changing out shades that she thought she would like originally. I think this one was going to be like a deep green. She also talks about why she chose black because her palettes get too messy. So just go for all info on that stuff. Definitely go over there. I do have the deep version. Sydney Grace, I think it's so cool. They do a light and deep version of their palette. So this is deep because I just was really, really drawn to this one. So I also already did a look with this, and I'll pop the picture in over here. Just kind of like a easy, like everyday look. And I went in with a little bit gorgeous mauve color here. I went in with Cinnamon Girl, Family, and then this So Mary is so cute. So Mary. I guess that's so her. I'm not sure if like green is her favorite, but maybe that's why it's called So Mary. And then my Buttercup I used as well in the inner corner for that look. So I'm going to focus more on, I think like, I have a date night tonight, so I don't want to go too over the top. I usually do smoky for date nights, but I think I'm going to do like rosy. Maybe I'll pop in like the purple or something. I'm just going to start playing as I'm talking. So let's get in to the nitty gritty of what's going on Instagram. Okay, and I might be popping up, I'm going to talk about these shades at the end, okay? So I'm just going to do my eyeshadow as I'm talking about the Instagram stuff, and at the very end, I'll tell you what I used. So I might be popping pictures in over here, screenshots of what I'm referring to. So essentially what happened was on Tuesday, let's see, today is the 17th, and this is a Saturday, so of June, so do the math. I don't think I can do math and my makeup at the same time. I don't think my brain works that way. So on Tuesday, my friend Brittany on Instagram, but she's also over here, Brittany Ray Beauty. Definitely go sub to her on YouTube. She's amazing, such a good friend, and does amazing content. She sent me a screenshot of a notification that she got from Instagram telling her account had been compromised and that she needed to change her password. And it also cited that it was alerted because of a third-party app usage for gaining likes and follows, and that goes against community standards. Now, if you guys know me, if you've been following me for any amount of time, you know I speak out a lot. It's just my nature. I don't like injustice. I don't like things that aren't fair. I don't like cheaters. I don't like all this stuff. So I speak out a lot about people who buy their followers. Like it ruins everything for the whole community, right? So also, I know Brittany is the type that would never do that. So I thought, that is so weird. Like, she would never do that. And she said that as well. She's like, I would never do that. And I thought it was a scam at first. I thought, whoa, girl, don't go change your password. Because the screenshot that she sent, I hadn't looked at it like closely enough to realize it was just that drop down that you legitimately get from Instagram. I thought maybe she was DM'd it at first. If you ever get a DM to do anything, password wise, whatever, like obviously never ever do it. So then that evening, another friend of mine, I was in her stories on Instagram and see that she got this crazy notification. And at first she was panicking because she thought she was going to lose her account, and it took several times, and it was the same notification that Brittany got. And I was like, well, that's strange. What's going on, Instagram? You're always doing stupid stuff, like adding features that nobody wants, changing things, taking away features that were helpful and useful. Like, what's going on with this? So then the next day is Wednesday, and it's the evening, and I go to post my Lunar Beauty lipstick reel. And as soon as I posted it, my screen went to white for about 10 seconds. And I knew, I was like, it's happening. I bet I'm gonna get that like password change. And sure enough, I did. I got the same notification. And when I went to go do that to try to change the password, it denied me and said I couldn't change my password. And I was like, okay, well, I'm logged out of Instagram now. So what do? So I go in where you can get the authentication verification code sent to your phone. And that allowed me to go in, change my password, but then I went to try to log in and it wouldn't let me. And I'm like, what the heck is going on? So then I do the verification number again sent to my phone, got back in, changed the password again, and it lets me back into my account. You know, it's all linked with the same phone number, email, that stuff. And I had two accounts. I had a business account, my mobile gaming vault business that we own, that I do the social media for, and then my Budget Beauty. Well, my Budget Beauty account was gone, just gone. And I thought, well, the day's finally come where Instagram has forced me out. I'm never going back. I will never, ever go back. I've said this. I know some people will go start a new account. No, like when someone is showing you how they're going to treat you, AKA Instagram and all its BS, don't go back to that person. It's like an abusive boyfriend. So no, I will not go back if that happens. But I tried one more time and I was able to get in and my account was still normal. And I noticed that my post had posted when the reel, when this all went to white and everything happened, my reel did post, but my caption was deleted. So I delete the reel, redo a whole caption. That's a waste of my time. Thanks, Instagram, for always stealing my joy and stealing my time. But it posts again without the caption. But this time I had copy and pasted my caption somewhere else so that I wouldn't have to like retype the whole thing again. So I went in with the 3 little dots where you can manage your reel and edit it, and I added in the caption. Everything's fine. A couple people start commenting. I liked 2 comments, and then the next notification comes down basically telling me that I have been action blocked, violating something, community standards, and I'm blocked for an entire week. Now, I'm supposed to be released from this on Wednesday, the 21st. Now, the first people that got this block, their sentencing is up on the 20th. As of today, which like I said is Saturday, so 4 days later, people are still receiving these notifications and these bannings on Instagram as we speak. So my question, first, when something like this happens, you start Googling, I'm like, Instagram account compromised. And there are videos, like there's YouTube videos on it, but not about this specific time. Now, this legitimately happens for some people because they do actually violate standards, or maybe they use those tracking, to try to see who unfollows you. Full disclosure, I did used to use those like a year. It's been over a year, I believe. I haven't even tried to install one. I don't use those anymore. I think it's insane that Instagram won't show you who unfollows you. Like you can easily tell on TikTok, you just, in case you don't know, you just go to who you're following. And if it says friends, they're following you back. If it says following, means you're following them, but they're not following you back. And so they probably unfollowed you. But on Instagram, they try to make it impossible to figure out. And it's ironic and annoying that they say they do that because, they don't want, you to go see that and unfollow a bunch of people. But like, you're not the first one unfollowing. Why don't they crack down on the people who are doing these true massive follow unfollows? Why do you try to prevent us from finding out that there's fakers following us? It makes no sense. So much about Instagram does not make sense. But anyway, I digress. So anyway, I'm Googling, I'm searching all this stuff, putting in every type of thing like Instagram glitch, Instagram account block, and nothing that pertains to what is currently going on. And I'm like, well, when Instagram goes down, when there's an outage, it's all over, Twitter, it's everywhere. Everyone's talking about it. But that wasn't the case this time. There's nothing there. I'm like, that's so strange. So I go to TikTok, and me being me, this is just my personality and being pissed that this happened. And that it started happening to more of my friends because I started talking about it on Instagram and getting more messages or just seeing in people's stories. Like I got this weird notification and so many people were freaking out because there wasn't any information out there. They thought it was just them that this was happening to. And so I'm like, you know what? I'm going to go to TikTok and I'm going to make a TikTok about it. So I did. And I start getting more comments on there about like, oh my gosh, this just happened to me. I thought it was just me. I'm freaking out. And then finally when I Google, I think it was Instagram glitch is what I Googled. There was one article, is like Rock Father is the name. And it was his website and he said like thousands. And I'm like, oh, this is thousands now? There's thousands of accounts that are getting banned, but there's no like announcement from Instagram. There's nothing on Twitter. I don't get this. And then I decided, I'm going to just upload I can't do anything else. I can't like and comment. I could post, but I can't like and comment back or anything like that. So I had planned on just not posting anything until it was lifted on Wednesday. if it indeed gets lifted. But I was like, you know what? I'm gonna go to Instagram and I'm posting my TikTok on Instagram that's basically ripping Instagram a new one for doing this to thousands of people, and then also saying and doing nothing about it and how it's not on Twitter. Ironically enough, as of today, I think that reel, I haven't had a reel do well on Instagram in a year. I mean, nothing over like 4,000 views, and they'd even gone down to like lower than 1,000. I have almost 9,000 followers, and I will get like 400 views on some of my reels now. But that one, as of today, is almost at 11,000 views because so many people had this happen to their account, didn't have any information out there, didn't know what to do. They saw my reel and they're sharing it. And so more people are also putting it out there that this has happened to them. And it's tons of people, it's thousands of accounts. But again, if you Google it or anything, you're only going to find that one article, at least as of today. And hardly anyone is, talking about it other than those that have been affected or have friends that have been affected. And my whole point of doing this video is, I think it's so helpful. I'm going to equate this to, I'm someone that if I'm on an airplane, maybe I'm really weird like this. If I'm on an airplane and there's like all this turbulence and there's bumps and stuff, I actually find comfort when I look around and see that other people are like, did you feel that? And they feel the same way as me. I get really nervous if I look around and like nobody's reacting to it and I'm the only one just sitting there with my anxiety, and I'm like, does anyone else not feel this too? You feel like you're alone on an island and that it's just happening to you. So I wanted to do this video and talk about what's going on in case there are still a few people out there who, haven't had a resource to go to, or if they're blocked and they don't know, they think it's just them, or they think, maybe they were hacked. I just want you to see me talk about it and that you're not alone. It is actually, like I said, thousands of accounts. And what's crazy is if you go to Adam Masari, who runs all things Instagram, go to his account, in his last reels, there's no mention of any of this. And you'll read the comments and people are starting to say like, can you talk about like all these accounts that are like banned? Are y'all gonna say anything? And like crickets, nothing so far. So maybe I'll do an update, you guys. I'm not sure. I have a couple more days of my sentencing and we'll see what happens. But my advice to you guys, and I've been telling everyone on Instagram this, is don't put all your eggs in one basket. I'm glad I have my YouTube outlet. I'm glad I'm on TikTok because you just don't know. You never know. With any app, you never know. I'm sure the people who started MySpace thought this is gonna be forever. We're kings. And it's obviously, it's dead. It's extinct. It doesn't exist. So that nothing is, impenetrable. Nothing on social is immune from all of this. So I would say go get on some other platforms. Definitely go find all your favorite creators and make sure you're following them so that if they disappear, like I thought my account disappeared, that you still have some sort of connection to them. Now, I'm gonna go ahead and finish up this other eye off camera, wrap up, and talk a little bit about this palette and tell you my final thoughts about the Instagram debacle. Okay, you guys, I'm back. I put on my lashes and liner. Here is the final look. And the lighting's a little bit different. I like the lighting better now. It was getting kind of crazy earlier. So I want to wrap up by saying about the Instagram. I did leave out that at first I did think it was a ploy to get us to buy their verified check mark, because one of the things that's supposed to come along with that is extra protection for your account. You're supposed to be able to have an easy access to someone to help you. You're not supposed to be able to be hacked. But turns out there are verified checkmark people who had the ban happen as well. And I was able to view some of the screenshots of the communication that they had with the representative about it, and basically got no help. So I just want to also tell you that the checkmark is a scam. Okay, you don't need to spend your money on a check mark to be protected if indeed it is not going to protect your account. So no one seems to be completely immune from this ban. And then I did also hear that like a brand got it. So I don't think it's just creators. It's a big old mess. I definitely hope that this like helps give you some peace of mind if you didn't know that this was happening to other people. And so now on to the palette real quick. This is so good, you guys. I'm just, oh, it's so good. I ended up using My Savior in the upper crease area. Then I went in with a little bit in inner outer lid. Then I used, let's see, I think it was PETA in the crease, Family on the lower lash, and then I kind of brought it up again into the corner and into the crease to deepen it up some. I used on the lid Shy Guy, which is this gorgeous like blue purple shift duo. And then I used Sugar Tiger, the pink, more in the inner. And then High School BFF is the silver in the corner. And then I also used Be a Blessing for the brow highlight and also on my nose just to accentuate that a little bit more. So, I mean, I think I've now used every shade except for Fritziness, Irish Heat, Pop Nogi, Pop Nungi, and Me After 60. So I have not used 4 shades in here. All the rest have been amazing. Highly recommend this palette. I hope you guys enjoyed this form of video. I know this was kind of like weird. If you're not a beauty person, you're probably like, I don't care about this girl's makeup. But if you're not on Instagram, then you don't care about Instagram, but hopefully you enjoyed the makeup part. You guys let me know your thoughts. Did the crazy ban happen to you? Does this kind of help ease your mind if you had it happen and you didn't know it happened to other people? I'm just curious what you guys think of this type of video. Please let me know in the comments. So appreciate you guys. And as always, have fun shopping. Budget shopping. Bye.